weather's nice like this tomorrow as well.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times. Welcome to ballet.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see? Know that I will always try, finding your rhythm and rhyme. Though the nights are long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths we surely cross. Traveling in the nights you left me in, I feel you in Dallas blue of wind. Even over I can point you out. The answer is not far off now. This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see? Know that I will always try, finding your rhythm and rhyme. Through the night so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths we surely cross. Traveling in the nights you left me in, I feel you in Dallas blue of wind. Even over I can find you out. The answer is not far off now. This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see? Know that I will always try, finding your rhythm and rhyme. Through the night so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are,
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel to see what I see? Know that I will always try, finding your rhythm and rhyme. Though the nights are long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow all melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far.
There is no escape.
I see everything. Strike a pose.
Settle down.
Let the world collide. Everyone hold hands.
Be sanctified.
Illusion shattered.
Make yourselves at home.
Justice is
Shower me with praise.
silence. An oversight on my part.
I see everything. Let my name echo in song.
There is
Let the mighty be humble.
The show begins.
shine down.
Hey! Yoo-hoo!
Settle down.
Time to shine! Everyone hold hands!
Be sanctified.
Hey!
Insolent. Illusion shattered!
Strike a pose!
Let the mighty be humbled!
Shine down!
I see everything! Show a new trick! Let the world collide! Make yourselves at home! Everyone hold hands!
Illusion shattered!
The tides beckon.
Yoo-hoo!
escape.
Another test subject.
I see everything.
Test subject. Picked the wrong.
Everyone hold hands. I see everything.
Who's our target this time?
Add Ast. Thank you for Add Ast.
This can work. I'll just treat them as new samples.
Every scent tells a story.
This can
Whew,
work.
good roll.
Just treat them as new
All right,
samples.
maybe I'll take one and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Traveling in the night you lift me in, and I feel you in Dallas blue of wind and see what I see. Know that I will always try, funny your rhythm and rhyme. Through the night so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths we surely cross. This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see? Know that I will always try, finding your rhythm and rhyme. Through the nights so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow all melts away and the ice fine alley breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths will surely cross. Traveling in the nights you've left me in, I feel you in Dallas blue of wind. Even over I can point you out. The answer is not far off now. This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see? Know that I will always try, finding your rhythm and rhyme. Through the nights so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow all melts away and the ice fine alley breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, this war. I'm never really lost. Our paths we surely cross. Traveling in the nights you lift me in. I feel you in Dallas blue of wind. Even over I can point you out. The answer is never off now. This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see? Know that I will always try, finding your rhythm and rhyme. Through the nights so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths we surely cross.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse of truth.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse of truth.
Whoa, the academia sure is busy during the day. But where should we go looking for people that we know?
Traveler, Paimon.
Sino! It's been so long since we last saw you!
Welcome back to Sumeru City. I'm delighted to meet you again. So, what brings you back here?
Oh, nothing in particular. Paimon just saw a really big mushroom out on the road the other day and suddenly missed all our friends in Sumeru.
Funnily enough, we were reminiscing about you recently too. It was at a group dinner. I look forward to hearing about your travels. Something tells me we...
Really? You were thinking of us too? What a coincidence!
Indeed. Or as I call it, the Biryani factor. You really want me to say the rest? Okay. It's always rice to meet stew again.
Oh, darn, he said it.
You like that one, huh? You must if you remember it after all this time. Admit the truth. You have long been in awe of my razor-sharp wit.
All right. Here's your 500 Mora.
You're exaggerating. It's only 500 Mora.
Hey, 500 Mora is still a lot of snacks to Paimon.
All right. I'll treat you to some desserts later. Anyway, I'm actually investigating a case right now. My mind is focused on work, which is why I didn't complete the joke at first.
A case? What happened?
Nothing major. But after finding out who was involved, I decided, on reflection, to handle this one myself.
Need any help? We only came here to hang out, so we've got the time. You may as well take us with you, and then when you're done...
Such enthusiasm. Are you worried I'll forget about treating you to some sweets if you're not around to remind me?
What? No! Alright, was it really that obvious?
Obvious enough. Still, that's a fine idea. You are the heroes of Sumeru. It makes perfect sense to work together. All right, follow me. Do you see him? The old man flailing around?
Oh, is he the one you wanted to talk to about the case?
Correct. His name is Cyrus, a former Spontamot sage. He taught both me and Lisa.
Huh? Sino's teacher is in trouble?
It's ridiculous. I'm just an old man who enjoys a spot of gardening, shopping, and wine. What sort of person targets an old retiree?
Professor, I've brought some friends.
Ah, Sino. Now who do we have here? Hold on, let me think. A flying fairy dressed in white? A youth who does not seem to hail from this land? My goodness. You must be the legendary traveler in Paimon. I've heard all about what you've done for Sumeru.
Wow, looks like we're really famous.
I've told him about you before. You are my friends, after all. That's right. Let me summarize the situation. A couple of days ago, Professor Cyrus suddenly received a threat letter.
A threat letter?
Exactly. Who sends a threat letter to an old man like me, for goodness sake?
This is the letter in question.
Cyrus, I have uncovered your secret. If you wish to prevent it from going public, leave 10 million mora at the back door of the cafe. Secondly, don't come looking for me. You'll never find me. But I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. Finally, if you dare to report this to the Matra, there will be consequences. Wow, they sure didn't mince their words.
Clearly, this person must be desperate for Mora.
10 million more. What a joke. I'm just a single retiree with nothing to my name beyond the tomatoes in my garden. Where do people think I'm hiding 10 million more, huh? In my tomatoes?
There were no witnesses, so currently the letter is all we've got. So, Traveler, Paimon, let's put our heads together.
Paimon's ready too.
All right, take a look. Do you see anything suspicious? Yes. Some of the strokes are blurry.
So is there something wrong with the ink?
Possibly. And I bet the paper has something to do with it.
Most of the paper around here is much smoother than this, and the ink is absorbed quickly so it doesn't run. This paper, meanwhile, it's very coarse-grained, almost as if it's made from some sort of plant matter.
It's certainly not the same paper as we use in the academia, but the ink is nothing special. Just regular black ink that gets a blue tinge when applied to paper.
So do we think the culprit has a connection with the academia or not? Wait, check this out! Looks like this part got wet at some point.
Agreed. The staining suggests it was a colored liquid, not plain water. It also looks like it was wiped off with a damp cloth.
A colored liquid, so... tea? Wine?
Looks like we're thinking along similar lines. Let's go talk to Arof. There are some things I'll need him to take care of.
Mahamatra Sino, Sir Cyrus. Ah, and the Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while.
As such, I'm inclined to believe that the culprit in this case... Oh, one last thing.
Oh, of course! You think the culprit spilled their coffee on the ladder, huh?
They do look like coffee stains to me. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the letter is written on a type of scented paper that has aromatics added during the manufacturing process. The kind often provided as writing material for customers in cafes and taverns.
Ah, of course. Yes, like they sell in the gift shops. I remember now. Zaha Hadid bought some a while back. She said she was going to use it as wrapping paper for a vase.
Understood. I'll assemble a team to investigate the points of interest immediately.
You have my gratitude.
One last thing. Send some Matra to guard the entrances and exits of Sumeru City. And change into plain clothes. Don't let them see you coming.
Will do.
Great thinking, Sino. So, where do we think the culprit's at right now? Yeah, they've probably been lying low at home waiting to see how Cyrus reacts.
You're right, Paimon.
Really? Which part?
The culprit's approach. Whatever happens, they need this Mora. But just because they warned Professor Cyrus not to go to the Matra, doesn't mean they know what he'll do next. So, like you said, they need to wait and see. And crucially, the culprit said they'd be watching the professor's every move.
Huh? Wait, are you saying...
Found you!
What are you doing?
You wrote the threat letter!
I don't know what you're talking about. What threat letter?
I sensed someone was watching us from the shadows the moment we entered the House of Dana. You managed to stay relatively well hidden for someone reckless enough to threaten Professor Cyrus. There are a lot of people here, but we were looking specifically for Arav. Whoever followed us the whole way was likely to be the culprit.
I was just listening in, that's all. You know something big's going down when Mahamatra Sino shows up, right? So I got a little curious. What's the big deal?
You smiled when Arav left. I saw it as clear as day.
Is smiling a crime now?
There are coffee stains on the letter. You mixed some coffee with water, gently smeared it onto the paper, then wiped it off with a wet cloth, all to create the impression that the letter was written at a cafe. Closing off the exits to the city doesn't affect you, because you already live here. And as long as the Matra were focused on the cafes, you would be free from scrutiny. The cafe was a red herring all along. You had to be somewhere where you could monitor the professor's movements.
You can't pin this on me! I haven't done anything!
Really? Then why are you shaking like a leaf? The innocent have no reason to fear the Matra. But you, your heart's racing, and your eyelids are twitching. You're a terrible liar.
I would never...
Don't try anything or you'll pay the price. Now come with me.
Well, that was over quickly. Sino already caught the guy.
You're telling me. One minute I go out for a quick smoke, the next minute I see Arav already on his way back to meet up with Sino. Looked like a young guy, too. Couldn't have been much more than 30. But after what he's done, I'm afraid he's ruined his whole future.
Everyone, it's all over.
Gosh, that was so fast!
The culprit's name is Raka, a 16-year-old student in the Rataoish Darshan.
Huh?
16? Cyrus thought he looked 30-something!
We checked his records. He's 16, a third-year student.
But he looks so old.
Yeah, seriously.
Foolish child. He's too young for the criminal life. What the devil drove him down this path?
We questioned the culprit regarding his motives.
Oh, just spit it out. Nothing can surprise me at this point.
Very well. It's our understanding that Araka is a mediocre student who has been underperforming in his classes. He started taking extra tutoring to improve his grades, but developed a gambling habit around the same time and lost a lot of mora. Down on his luck, he went to the tavern for a drink and overheard some people chatting about Sir Cyrus's comfortable retirement. They mentioned that he's always arguing about his tomato plants with some old woman on the street.
Some old woman on the street? Goodness gracious, has that rascal attended a single one of his classes? That old woman is Kesharwar's very own professor, Zaha Hadi. How can he not know who Zaha Hadi is?
Is this going somewhere?
Oh, right, yes. So another thing. We don't just argue about tomato plants. And what are they trying to insinuate by comfortable retirement? A man grows a few vegetables and suddenly he's living a life of luxury?
Maybe it's more the fact that you have the time to grow vegetables in the first place.
Araka mentioned he'd heard a rumor, alleging that Sir Cyrus illegally obtained a large sum of money from the desert before retiring and kept it for himself instead of reporting it to the academia. Araka believes this money to be the reason why Sir Cyrus hasn't kept up with any academic research or other projects since his retirement. And given your advanced age, he thought you'd be an easy target to blackmail.
Oh, Araka, I'm at a loss for words. I'm so angry I don't know where to start.
People make up rumors all the time. I am quite confident that Professor Cyrus has never embezzled a mora in his life.
Arav, you'll have to find some excuse to interrogate Araka again later. I need you to deliver a few firm fistfuls to him on my behalf.
I completely understand how you feel, Sir Cyrus, but I'm afraid that course of action goes against the Matra's principles.
Professor, there's no need to be childish about this.
Oh, come on. I was clearly joking.
Okay. Where does this go from here?
The academia will determine the appropriate disciplinary action against the student. And as for the individuals spreading rumors about the professor's obsession with tomatoes and some old woman on the street, there could be a slander case here. The Matra will continue to investigate.
Who said I'm obsessed with some old woman on the street? Mind your wording or you'll start a whole new rumor. You seem confused. Oh, don't you understand? Uraka is just a young boy who made a very rash and very stupid decision based on some groundless rumor he heard. Besides, I didn't actually hand over any mora to him. The whole thing sounds a lot worse than it is. All it costs me is a little reputational damage. That's all.
Please rest assured, Professor, that the academia will issue a fair and reasonable punishment.
Yes, I have no doubt about that. But as a former educator, I'd still like to have a serious conversation with the boy's parents. Their family lives in the city, yes?
Correct.
We looked into the family. Both parents are merchants and they're often away on business. They've never taken much of an active role in their children's lives.
Oh, what a mess. You don't have to seal the evidence away yet, do you? I'd like to have that letter back for the time being, if possible. I need something concrete for when I talk to the family tonight. We have to show them how serious this situation is.
The relevant authorities have already reviewed the evidence and are now discussing Araka's punishment. You can hold on to the letter for now. Just make sure to return it within a couple of days.
Oh, so you'll be...
Give or take. Case...
Very good.
My apologies.
Ah, nice. Ah, and is it...
Wait, you mean
He is. Tainari's master, Sir Nephis, called him and Kale to the academia to help out on a project. They should be at Nephis's office at this hour. Though I must say, I'm surprised you're extending an invitation to Tainari. Did you do something to offend Sir Nephis?
Don't be outrageous. Nephis offends me all the time. It's never the other way around. Anyway, hurry up and fetch Tainari. I'll head over to the tavern with the Traveler and Paimon. Go on.
got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you? Take it easy.
Not to brag, it was students.
I was out in the most of what professors...
Wow.
It's a pity, Carl.
And then we'd have...
Really?
Oh, believe.
Whoa, more food? Are you sure about this? We don't want to take it there.
Oh, don't worry about it. Order whatever you like. And if it's not enough, order some more. After all your help today, treating you to dinner is the least I can do.
I thought I heard some familiar voices. Ah, and Sir Cyrus is here as well.
Oh, Kave, it's been a while. Zahahadi was talking about you last month. How have you been?
I've been all right, thank you. You're looking very well, sir. I'm glad to see it.
Have you eaten yet? Care to join us?
That's awfully kind of you, but I had a late lunch, so I'm not really hungry just yet. I'll have dinner a little bit later tonight. I just came to Lombard's to buy some wine, and when I heard some voices I recognized, I thought I'd come and say hello. So what's the occasion, anyway? Some sort of celebration?
Consolation, more like. You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
Sounds like things have really gone downhill since I was there. My whole time as a student, I've never heard of anything remotely like that.
I can't believe how young the guy is. Oh, what are his parents going to think?
Young people are always more susceptible to making rash and ill-advised decisions. Their minds are still developing. It's just an unfortunate fact of life. But still, this boy has some nerve. Just look at what he wrote. Oh, it makes my blood boil.
Wow, yeah. Jeez.
I will always be watching you and all of your secrets. And then he just followed you into the house of Dana?
If this were my son, he'd get the scolding of a lifetime. Oh.
Luckily, I'm also an extremely principled person.
Kave! Your order's ready, sir!
Coming! I'll have to get going. Have a nice evening, everyone. I'll catch you all another time.
Okay, bye-bye!
Here I am. The coffee beans are in here too.
Yep, it's all there. I'll stop babbling away now. Let's eat before the food gets cold.
Oh, too tasty. Paimon's belly is about to explode.
Oh, mine too. I'll have to walk home to burn some of it off.
Thanks for dinner, Sir Cyrus. Master Tainari and I will bring you some homemade herbal tea next time. It'll do wonders for your sleep.
Well, I look forward to that. In fact, could I trouble you to bring a little extra for the other old folks on my street? I'll be the envy of the neighborhood.
No problem at all. I'll pack some up and bring it over.
I'll see you all later. I better head home now and tend to the crops.
Good night, Professor. Don't let those tomatoes keep you up too late.
Hey, my tomatoes are serious business. I am not about to be beaten by Zaha Hadid. Anyway, I'll be leaving now. Don't stay up too late now, children. I bid you all a good night.
Take care. Have a safe trip home.
All right. Now, we finally have some us time.
What do you mean, us time?
Well, I was talking with Tainari and Kale, and since we all have some free time, we thought we could all go camping together. Think of it as our way of welcoming you back to Sumeru.
Camping? Oh, that sounds fun. Paimon's in.
Wait, no, that's my job. Don't take it away from me. Why don't you and Paimon help out Master or Sino? You don't have to play the hero when you're out with us. This is your chance to just, laze around and switch off for a bit.
Everyone, let's meet tomorrow afternoon at the riverbank to the southeast of Gandharvaville. No need to bring anything. We've already packed everything for the trip. Just bring your delightful selves and prepare to have some fun.
You got it. We'll be there.
Great. Then we'll see you tomorrow.
Time to set off. Let's head to the southeast of Gandharva. Wow, you guys are ahead of the game. You set up the tents already.
I'd say we're right about on schedule, actually. We were aiming to have them set up before you arrived.
Traveler, Paimon, let's go fishing together. Whatever we catch, we can grill for dinner tonight.
You got it. Dinner's on us tonight.
I hope I can contribute too. The other forest watchers gave me some fishing tips a little while ago. I'm really looking forward to giving them a try.
I saw some very appetizing mushrooms in the area, so I gathered a few for us. I'll leave them here along with some fresh fruit.
Wow, camping with a forest watcher is the way to go. They think of everything. And even if they don't, they can improvise.
This is true. I don't think I've ever had a single rough day in this forest.
So, how has everything been going for you?
Well, there's been some high points and low points, but we've had some unforgettable experiences along the way.
I see. Oh, in that case, you should try a valberry. I bought some from the market this morning.
A valuable suggestion. Just don't bury your feelings using food.
All I wanted was to recommend something bittersweet.
Oh, I have a sudden craving for fruit tea. I'm gonna go fetch some stuff. Bye!
She sure made a run for it.
Unbelievable. She made a run for it.
So Kale chose the path of tactical retreat. Could it be she foresaw what shall soon come to pass? My dear friend, you know what I am about to say. Oh, drat. A flat-out rejection. But this isn't over. It's only a matter of time before I challenge you again. So be ready.
Ugh, this got... We get a bite!
I'll reel it in.
Firewood, spices, snacks, and drinks. Everything's ready. Once Kale gets back, we can light up the fire and start grilling. There are 3 tents. Which one do you two want to take?
How about the one on the left? Well, Paimon just thinks the ambiance here is a little better.
True. But it's also the closest to the water. If there are any sleepwalking fungi around tonight, they might stumble into your tent.
Well, that's no good. Take my weapon.
Anyone would think you were...
Excellent. Then...
I'm back! How's your appetites? Ready for the barbecue?
Always. Oh, it smells so good. Paimon's drooling.
Someone sure is desperate to eat. I think it's time to add the seasoning. How do you like your skewers? Well done? Medium? Rare?
Wait, what? Isn't that just for steaks?
Hey, if it works for steak, maybe it works for other things too.
Medium well for me.
Okay, these are about ready now then. It'll be a few more minutes for anyone who wants theirs well done.
Oh, that was so delicious. If Paimon's stomach had space, she'd eat 3 more skewers.
I ate a lot too.
If you're tired, then go rest.
You must be getting sleepy too, Paimon. Why don't you guys head to your...
Tonight, I show you mercy. Our sacred duel will take place another day.
Good night.
Paimon's struggling to keep her eyes open.
Oh, don't forget this. The Staff of the Scarlet Sands.
Wait, you were actually being serious about that?
It's a very powerful weapon.
Paimon can't even lift that thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Paimon's sure. We'll be fine. And even if we do get an uninvited guest in the night, Paimon will be here to take care of the traveler.
That reminds me of a parting king of invocation, but right now...
think they should all be here. Traveler? Paimon? Are you in there? Could you...
Look at this.
What the... What's this sword doing here?
Evidently.
Ugh. What? Who is it? Oh, what time do you call this? Paimon's gonna take out the sword. Yeah! Oh, hey them. Kaveh! What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night!
Sorry to wake you up at this hour of the night, but we've got a situation on our hands.
Let's get dressed and talk about it outside. Something has come up, and since it pertains to Cyrus and Cyno, I deemed it essential to inform you all.
Whoa, back up. Let's start from the beginning. Huh? Where'd the wine cups go? I could have sworn I left them here after I washed them. Ah, there they are.
I'll have a cup too.
Can you see if the cookies are still on the table?
They are, and so are the fruits.
Oh, this is so bland. I should have gotten a few bottles of what Cyno's group was drinking last night.
Do tell. What were they drinking?
Oh, right, I forgot to mention. So, I ran into Cyrus yesterday evening when I went to the tavern to pick up some things. He was hosting a dinner for Cyno, Tighnari, Kale, and the Traveler and Paimon. Anyway, they got a bottle of Lombard's new vintage for the table. At least, I think that's what it was. It looked pretty good.
Sounds like they're all tangled up in this.
You know what it's about, right? 16-year-old kid tried to extort Cyrus. He was asking for 10 million mora.
I heard some people talking about it on the streets, yes. Didn't take them long to catch the culprit. The sages are probably dealing with the case by now.
I wonder what Sir Nephis and the others will make of it. Oh, Cyrus showed me the extortion letter, too. It was crudely written, but the paper had this beautiful pattern on it that I've never seen before. Really caught my eye. Give me a sec, I'll sketch it out for you. Okay, done. Take a look. You see what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen writing paper like this around before. God knows where the culprit got it from.
Interesting. These are all motifs associated with the tribes of the desert.
What? Really?
Take this, for instance. Looks like an outline of a spire, similar to the kind found on some ancient palaces. And the crisscrossing and mirroring here, I recognize that too. It bears a striking resemblance to an ancient emblem, one that hasn't been used in a very long time.
Whose emblem is it?
It's the emblem of the Temple of Silence.
After discussing it with each other, we both agreed that something didn't feel right. So we went looking for you. This was a long way to come from the city. Alhaitham figured you were probably with Tighnari, so Gandharvaville was our first stop. But the Forest Watchers told us that then, just as we were heading off...
Hold on, so what's the deal with that?
Is everything okay? Give me a second. So you've never heard of the Temple of Silence? These days, you can find a Temple of Silence office in the Academia. At least,
Historically speak, by contrast, none of the academia...
So the temple...
It's possible.
So, how do you know all this?
Did you forget?
Oh, yeah?
If you're asking me what...
So much about this doesn't make sense. Why did the emblem students only...
You said you ran into
Yep.
Given that Cyrus isn't...
If the Academia's Temple of Silence really does exist just to cover up the we should pick...
Yes.
If this situation is connected...
Kale, could I trouble Traveler? Paimon.
Sounds like a plan.
Cyrus has been living in the city lately. He rented a place... Here we are. This is...
We might be too late. Looks like nobody's home. Oh, Sino moves fast. If he was here...
I know that voice. Is that Tainari I hear?
Ah! Professor Zahahadi!
Wow, so it really is you. My goodness.
We're looking for Sino. So...
Yes, not long ago, in fact. He knocked on my door and I told him the old fool left early this morning. And I hadn't heard him come. It must have alarmed.
Well, if Cyrus...
Professor, did you hear that a...
Why, yes. When I left the house that day, I could tell something was troubling him, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. After seeing the letter, Sino told him to come...
Huh?
As a former...
So Cyrus initially hoped to stop this from going public.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Thank you.
What does it say?
Yep, that sounds like Sino. Thank you, Professor Traveler, Paimon. Let...
You're here? I thought you were going after...
We went to Cyrus.
He didn't say where...
No.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Typical Sino. Anyway, some updates on progress.
I checked some ancient texts for a
Yeah, and what...
Meanwhile, Arav, the one who told him about Cyrus's embezzled funds.
Apparently, the Urako's in...
I see.
So...
He doesn't know.
Nephis and Ar also. The Temple of Silence felt that they could no longer trust the Academia, ever since it's at its roots.
The Academia?
Not only...
So how did
I'll bet that's...
Whoever is behind...
He must have wrecked...
Since the desert...
I have to go after him.
Really?
I should be fine.
Everyone, I have news from the core of 30.
Matt?
Oh, so that's Nafis, Taina.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Traveler and Pop. Several independent... I was going to... The Academia has made a I won't attempt...
I understand.
Good point.
Need our help?
Really? Arav and I... Tainari.
I am. Kaveh, I'll be...
Well, if...
Thank you all. Arav, let's go.
You'd better get moving. Don't forget to ask for help when you...
Will do. Let's go, Tainari. Hopefully we can catch up with Sino.
Knowing him, he's...
Okay, we made it to Caravan Ribat. Where should we go next? Maybe we should ask the nearby guards if...
Hold on. Look over there.
Is that Dia?
You should. It's not my first.
Sino.
If you're really going to go through with this...
Makes sense.
Thought we might find you here. You're trying to retrace Cyrus's steps, aren't you?
Didn't I tell you not to come after me? I thought I...
Sorry, but...
Nothing personal.
Takes a bit. Why so coy today, huh? You only gave us his age and description. Why can't you reveal his name? Oh, also, hey guys, it's been a while.
Dia and...
You're looking well. Glad to see it. Candace and I came to Caravan. Some people say they saw him. Guess he stood out as an older guy heading... That's gotta be one heck of...
Sino. It's okay. We're here to help out.
No.
We spoke with Zaha Hadid.
Sounds like...
Still.
My thanks to you.
Come on. All right.
Yes. Well...
All right.
And don't thank you.
Don't worry, we'll keep...
Hold on. There's a few things I'd like to clear up. So, after you left the campsite...
Clearly, we've only scratched the surface of the Temple of Silence.
Do you have any connect...
Due to my... It's a good thing that I did not recognize...
Yeah, you're right.
But Cyrus...
I suspect so.
Well, speaking...
or rather...
That's right. Fact is, we're coming with you whether you like it or not. So the best option now is to try...
Fair enough.
Works for me. All right, off we go. Let's start by seeing what the guards...
Hello.
Mahamatra.
I'm looking...
Where was he? Let me think. Do you have a map?
I have one.
Great. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You've got a...
Best of luck.
This blinding sunlight is such a...
Hold on. I see some people over there.
Do you think it's safe to ask...
Should be. I'll go...
No. I'll do it.
Huh? Why can't Sino go talk to them?
Given my background, appearance, and the way I dress...
Hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting. My friend and I are looking for an elderly man who's gone missing around these parts. Any chance I could ask you a couple of questions?
Huh. A missing person, huh? Sure. What do you want to know?
I'm just wondering if you've seen him. Let me give you the details.
So, a silver-haired guy in a long robe, culture type with thoughtful eyes, and...
He'd stand out like a sore thumb around here.
Yeah, sounds like the kind of guy we'd remember if we saw him.
He's looking behind me.
Uh-oh.
Your friend over there stands up. Hey, aren't you Sino, the General Mahamatra?
Yes.
You don't seem surprised that I recognized you.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, you're the one looking for the old...
I have a bad feeling about this.
Someone's on edge. You don't... No need to hide it. I understand why you're wary of us. Still.
I thought you were a group of merchants.
Your henchmen don't look like much.
Hey! Hear that, guys? Suits me. As long as I get paid.
Just cut to the chase already.
Come with me. All of you. Don't you want to find your friend? Silver-haired, long...
So you know where he is.
Just follow me. And?
What? Where are you looking? There's nothing.
Please, step back.
Whoa, something's coming out of the ground!
What is this enormous building doing here?
And how was it so well hidden?
Wait, so...
Is this...
All good questions. There'll be plenty of time to address...
This is not what Paimon was expecting to find in the desert, especially not hidden right next to an oasis. Oh, Paimon's scared. They must have kidnapped Cyrus. Do you think this is the guy Rackham...
What's wrong? Thinking about your professor?
I just hope for your sake you haven't done anything.
Me too. Hope I haven't done anything to incur your wrath. Alright, you can wait here for now. I'll inform our leader that you've arrived at the Temple of Silence.
So he's just gonna leave us here?
They can't have been at the...
So this is the Temple of Silence after leaving the rainforest.
Hey, look! That guy's coming back.
Don't worry. Someone will come and call for you soon.
What's your name?
Sorry, guess I was so delighted to see you, I forgot to... My name is Sethos. I'll be here if you need me, but I'm not planning on answering all of your questions. Other than that...
So we're free to...
Yep. I mean, Cyrus is here. And unless I've misunderstood, you're all quite anxious to see him again.
He's right.
Hey, Seth.
Sure. Although, I'm assuming by chat, not often. The Temple of Silence is a place of quiet and solitude. We don't... Yes, that... He insisted...
So you...
No. That's not entirely true. Of course.
Why did Cyrus...
You'll have to ask him. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem. What kind of question is that?
Right, but back...
I've lived in the...
Ugh.
Come on. We've only just met. Yes, that... He insisted...
So you...
No. That's not entirely true. Of course.
Why did Cyrus...
You'll have to ask him that. All you need to know is that he recognized our emblem. Nope.
Really?
I have no need to go there. Not when the taverns are full of the rough spies. Mm-hmm.
I never imagined...
That's King Da...
We should beware...
Here he is. Grandfather, the person you wish to see is here.
Well done, Sethos. Greetings, one and all. I am Ba Moon, the current leader of the Temple of Silence.
Professor!
Cyrus, are you okay?
Watch what you're doing!
Oh, my apologies. We have no intention of causing you distress. But you must understand, Cyrus is of great importance to us. We had to find a way to bring him back to us. Cyrus owes me his life, and to the Temple of Silence, he owes a debt of gratitude. I let him go.
I wanted to end my feud with this old bag of bones before you caught up with me. Just leave, Sino. This is a matter between us two old men.
So that's why you didn't want to report the letter. You'd made up your mind to come here from the beginning.
Some things in life catch up with you.
Sino didn't make a...
My secrets are...
You're afraid. You recognize. You knew as soon as you saw the letter that we, not Uraka, were the ones speaking to you. It threatened you only because you know what you did. For you, Cyrus, are a traitor. But then you betrayed us. You bargained for your independence with your past. We both know what I said to you that day. That as the leader, I grant you permission to leave, but that one day, the sands of time will catch up with you. And when that day comes, you must pay the price you owe.
Hermanubis' might? And the wielder of his power?
Does he mean you?
The moon is right. They rescued me from the brink of death once, many years ago in the desert. The moon proposed. One other child was
For many years, the Temple of the test subjects were the original as the second stage, but as I was deliberating, both are to preserve our
ultimately.
In recognition of, I have always.
I see.
Look. In essence, I borrowed, but you cannot...
I'm sure you don't remember. You and he.
You'd like me to return...
As a follower of Hermanubis, I have allowed this power to remain in the rainforest for far too long. Now, it is time to reclaim it.
That power is not yours to reclaim. Sino was chosen by the gods. You cannot take what they have bestowed.
You are wrong. Sino was chosen, but he was not the only one. My child, Sethos, has the same gift as he.
So those are your terms for free?
Despise me all you want. My sins are my own.
So what you're saying is, the power of one Ba fragment is not enough? You're asking me to return the one in my possession. So
divine power.
He is no longer a small child. But
both my heart and mind are telling me that what you are proposing...
Don't listen to him, Sino.
I know. But if this...
Sorry to interrupt, but in my view, there are a number of Say that Sino refuses to return his power, and you also refuse to release Cyrus. Then, we are at an impasse. I find it hard to believe that you went to all this effort without planning. You're trying to gauge where we stand while keeping your remaining cards close to your chest. Well, my stance is...
Wait, those ears. So, we have a descendant of the Valukashuna in our midst. Everything we have longed for, Hermanubis will provide. Perhaps this very day we...
Why is he coughing so much?
Moon!
Take our leader back to his room.
Sethos.
Grandfather. I don't like to drag out conversations. Had Cyrus not stopped the experiment all those years ago, the plan would most likely have been a success still. I'm not like Mike, but I see things a little differently. So I'm not going to force...
Things will...
If you hadn't betrayed my grandfather...
Tainari made all you and Bomb ultimately.
I'm glad to see you're giving it some...
I won't forsake...
That works. Oh, my grandfather... Are you sure about...
I need to think that...
Alright, well...
I've taken some time to... He's a stubborn man.
I agree.
You've heard all my own I do remember I was still young then. And all I could understand was that there was a strong will inside my mind. The power that came to inhabit my spirit was probably one of the cornerstones of their whole faith.
You're not gonna give in to their demands, are you?
No. So I will challenge them
Kaveh has made similar observations about the desert tribes from his work trips there. He says many of them... I think we could turn that to our advantage.
Wow, and...
Looks like we have the same idea. Turn it back on them now while we still can.
Great.
Take it easy.
Sethos.
Have you made up your mind?
We'll get to that, but for...
I have no objections. Follow me. Keep your voices down. We don't want...
Let's talk out. Bamoon has fallen into a deep coma, and his prognosis, he appears to have sustained a... Regretfully,
Yeah.
You're his heir, aren't you? You clearly have a lot of... So tell me...
Yeah, there's no time...
You know?
Right. And...
You're right. I accept. Legend has it that that group...
Sounds very fit.
As a fellow vessel...
3 against 3. Sounds good.
However, letting Cyrus...
None needed. If I win, the Temple of Silence must release Cyrus. And consider this past dispute if you win.
It's a deal.
Well, after...
There never was.
You have to win.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Exactly!
The Traveler and I...
And neither. The desert was home to an ancient and great civilization that for a variety of... But there must be personal factors at work here too. I can't shake the feeling that Bamoon cares for many more things than he left.
gather on this day to perform once more the rite of duels, with the greatest of all sages, Lord Hermanubis, as our witness, for his power and authority is present in our midst. This is our most sacred of ceremonies, and no disruption from the audience shall be tolerated. It is incumbent upon all to observe the duel with the utmost respect and reverence throughout the proceedings. Representing the Temple of Silence, the Defenders.
Grandfather, you're here.
A rite of duels after all these years. I am surprised by your decision, Sethos.
I know what I'm doing, Grandfather. Just leave it to me.
Representing the Academia, the Challengers.
Ready. We will fight to have our voices heard.
Warriors, take your positions and decide on the order of battle. We come not to debate what brings our challengers here, nor what will become of the defeated duelists.
Huh? Are you sure?
I agree. He's very strong. Sending him out first will definitely intimidate the opposing side.
Okay, then you're...
Sure.
We have decided.
So have we.
Duelists of the first bout, please step forward.
Don't forget, safety first! Hey, you there! You better play nice with them or Paimon will make you regret it!
A little bit too much chatter from the audience over there.
A swift end to the first bout. I now invite the duelists of the second. When you're both ready,
let's begin.
Watch out!
He drank plenty of water before the bout, so he should be fine.
Thus ends the second bout. We will now move to the third bout. Duelists!
I'm ready.
So am I.
This is the final stage of the... When you're both...
I am Sethos, vessel of Hermanubis, grandson of Bamun, the leader of the Temple of Silence. For many years, we have kept our covenant with Lord Hermanubis by guarding the secrets of King Deshret. And even in our darkest hour, we earnestly sought now. I will fight.
I am Sino, General Mahamatra of the Academia, student and successor of Cyrus, the Sage of Spantamad. I fight, and you. I think you left some things unsaid. This is a sacred duel.
Everyone, old and young, my grandfather. But our faith has times have changed. Then I thought of each Both I once thought.
I am more than just...
Exactly.
The name Hermanubis has left its mark. So show me your answer, Sino. Show me I can be more than my faith. Bring it on!
That's all you've got? What happened to searching for your answer? Fight's over. Do you yield?
You won.
Well then, looks like you found your answer.
I give his glory to you.
I've seen that light. That is the light of our Lord, the great Hermanubis, priest over all other priests. His spirit dwells within that lightning, and his will lives on. Once a warrior of Tynar, he emerged from the barren desert sands to serve the god king Al-Ahmar. After the death of the god king, Hermanubis gathered his followers and the Tynarian priests and led them to the city of Tula. There, they founded the Temple of Silence, and from that day forth, we became stewards of all knowledge that survived from King Deshret's civilization. Barely a century passed before war ravaged the desert. One by one, Eremite leaders took up arms against each other in battles that would devour what little remained of their civilization. Only the wise city of Tula was spared under the guiding hand of the Tynarians. But peace did not last. Coveting the knowledge of King Deshret, the beasts set their eyes on Tula. The king of Gurabad laid siege to the city and ordered the sages to surrender to him the Temple of Silence as proof of his victory. The ruling elite colluded with their oppressors, betraying the temple so as to hold on to their rule over the city. They declared that the knowledge guarded by the temple was the true cause of corruption. These were dark days, and we faced enemies on all sides. Our Lord had long since exhausted his strength, keeping the forbidden knowledge introduced by King Deshret at bay. To ensure the temple's continued survival, he broke his being into many pieces and began the ceremony of Hermanubis' legacy, bestowing his power upon his mortal followers. With this power, the temple was able to defeat the tyrant's army. Yet, we were not hailed as heroes. Strange and unfamiliar as this power was, it struck fear into the people's hearts and drove them to reject us. In the end, the people of the temple and the Tula Tynarians left the city for good and made their way to the rainforest. What followed next was inevitable.
The elite of Tule Tula fell and were decimated. War engulfed the desert. And we wandered from place to place, always in hiding, all the while keeping close watch over our secrets and staying true to our mission. Betrayal forced us out of the desert and into the forest. Then mistrust drove us from the forest into the desert once more. We have lived in exile for far, far too long. Yet, today, the Temple of Silence has borne witness to the glory of Hermanubis once more. Thank you.
How is it? Do you feel okay?
Grandfather.
Hey, Sethos.
I know. I'll miss him.
I guess you were prepared for this.
Yeah, he's been on death's door for a very long time now. I think it was only... At least, he was able to see this chapter come to a close.
What's next?
Per my grandfather's last wishes. The Temple of Silence should submit to whoever possesses the largest number of Hermanubis fragments.
But that's never going to work. As I'm sure you realize, I did foresee this possibility and I gave it some thought. The fact is, I know next to nothing about the staff, Sethos. Were it not for this duel, I do.
Still, I didn't think Bamoon looked very surprised by the final result. Perhaps he had an inkling that this would be the way things end.
Well, in any case, since the Ba fragments Sethos, I would like you to succeed Bamoon as the new leader of the Temple of Silence. You are more suited to the role than I, and I have complete faith.
But doesn't that render everything that...
No, it doesn't. This experience has allowed us to become friends. That's a much bigger deal than you might think, Sethos. You said yourself...
I will try. To be honest, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
Actually, part of me wonders whether Bamoon's intentions from the very beginning was just to create enough pressure to force us towards a duel. That way, no matter who won, had you won, and were I to win, he knew that the temple's future would depend not just... His plan meant that whoever ended up succeeding him...
And here I thought the General Mahamatra wouldn't care for all these. You're absolutely right. Grandfather and I thank you for everything. So the Temple of Silence has... But you must be... By the way, Tainari, the story goes that King Deshret chose the sage Hermanubis from among the Tainarians and appointed him as his familiar. He went on to fight many valiant battles with his Tainarian companions. The Tainarians who left Tule Tula joined their human counterparts in the rainforest. If you sent, in all likelihood, those were your ancestors.
How fascinating. My father once mentioned that I was named after the Tainarians, but...
I like this story.
By the way,
yes. Cyrus.
If it's true that you and your grandfather really planned for everything to turn out this way, then I...
Oh no, someone's got to make the I will make a detailed report on all of them. I'm sure you'll have lots to attend if we're going to work together.
I will. All right. Well,
See you soon. Come hang out with us anytime.
This blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather.
What were you thinking, Gallivant?
Oh, please.
What do you mean, what a one-man suicide mission,
All right. What do you mean? Okay, look.
Inari's master is really laying into Cyrus.
Wow. The last time he chewed someone out like this must have been back when I was...
I think I'll go around and update everyone. Tell them we can go for dinner.
Makes sense. I'm in.
Paimon's coming!
Hey, Kale.
You're back! Well, look who we have here. Would you mind?
All taking...
That does not when you run into
Now would not be a good time.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. It's not the first time that I've had to talk to you about this sort of thing either. You need to learn that there are times when the right thing to do is get a more experienced member of staff involved. Do I make myself clear? Because if you don't,
Kale, please do something.
Say, Madame Farizan, I can see you're pretty upset, but, I was just wondering, remember that time you offered to give me a tour of the academia? Does that offer still stand? Huh? Wait, did I hear that right? Kale, you remember? Wonderful. Well, of course the offer still stands. Come on, Madame Farazan will show you around the old classrooms.
Poor Kale getting dragged off like that. Also, check out Farazan acting like some sort of official academia tour guide.
Kale! Cup.
Huh? What? Oh, right! What do you mean, cup? You need a cup. I can get you a cup. Oh, it's nothing. Just Master's way of reminding me to stay hydrated while I'm out and about.
It's code for let's reconvene at the cafe. Tainari and I used it while we were in school, and it's become something of a family tradition now.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. 2 people left. Let's bring them along too.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again. Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Am I hallucinating? Or do I see Kaveh and Alhaitham engaged in...
We're just reorganizing all...
There's no rush.
My sincere
Yes, with you.
I see. The Temple of...
And it sounds like they meant...
That day will come now as a token of my...
Yeah, sounds...
Sure.
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Good roll. Alright, maybe I'll take one more day off, and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
the events. Bereft of detail, but it has livened up the room all the same.
Hey, Paimon included all the juicy details. The Traveler just pounced and then waved their sword like this, then spun around and blocked.
Despite winning 3 bouts in a row, you still ceded the position of leader to him. That's very dignified of you, Sino. Of course. Being dignified comes with being a true champion.
I got to be a champion too for once. I've not sparred much with desert folk before. It was a pretty unique experience.
Yeah! Huge place! It felt like something right out of an epic poem! Imagine this. It was like there was...
Maybe save that one for later, Paimon. Dessert's here.
I think that'll do me for today.
Shall we stop off at the House of Dana again before heading home? We should probably finish putting all those books back.
My thoughts exactly. See you around.
I should get going as well. See you all later. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
I need to go say thanks to the Core 30 for their help. Also, Sir Nephis says he wanted to introduce me to some of the Academia's work processes. So, I gotta dash too.
Kali's come a long way. She's much more confident at dealing with other people these days.
Everyone's a work in progress. You never stop learning.
Yeah, true.
That was good. It feels like everything's finally wrapped up now. Life is all about these moments when you can finally relax and hang out with good friends after a job well done. And also, those desserts Sino got, they were really good. Paimon definitely needs more of those in the future.
Do you three have anything planned for the rest of the day? If not, would you come somewhere with me? That's a secret for now. Wouldn't want to spoil the surprise.
Okay, I think I can guess what you're talking about.
Well, now Paimon's curious. Come on, let's go.
Been a while since I last made my way up here.
Wow, look at this place!
Need any help?
It's a nice spot, isn't it?
What a great view! We're so high up, we can see for miles!
Traveler. Turn around. This is my secret base. Somewhere I only bring my best friends. When I was a student, I used to slip away and climb up here all the time, just to clear my head. I was quite young then, and hadn't made too many friends yet. Back then, I had a lot of the same questions that Sethos was asking. Who am I? Why do I have this power? And what should I be fighting for? Our gifts help us to find our rightful place in the world. That was my experience. And I'm sure Sethos will figure things out in his own time, too.
You two really are like brothers.
I feel the same way. Of course. I see no need to be humble when it comes to...
Sino accidentally dropped a fruit. Luckily, he has fast reflexes, so...
That was the one and only time. Nothing will ever slip through my...
Those were good times.
You know, Paimon really shouldn't be able to imagine Sino doing something like that, but for some strange reason, the mental image is coming through clear as day.
Then make it stop. There's somebody there. It's Professor Cyrus. You guys carry on without me. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Huh? Hey, you're not supposed...
Nowhere to run!
Oh my days. I can't believe how stupid I look in this one.
Professor, what are you muttering to yourself about?
Sino, just the man I'm looking for. Guess what I found in some old notebooks?
Some old photos?
Can you believe it? This notebook was just sitting in a pile of odds and ends in the sage's office. I must have forgotten to take it with me, and no one's touched it since. It was still right there. I was at the Academia earlier to discuss my workload with Nephis. I swung by the old office to have a look around and just happened to cross it. Well, time flies. Look how tiny you are in this picture. Still a kid.
You look quite young yourself in that one. Ah, it's this one. I remember that. Lisa took it, didn't she?
Yep. Looks like her work, all right. Who else could have found just the right angle to make me look so unbelievably hideous?
And this one. Looks like we're both dozing off.
Oh, cheeky girl. Taking secret photos of us without our knowledge.
Is there something you'd like to say to me, Professor?
Like what? Like, these are good photos, aren't they? Hey, at moments like this, I hardly know where to begin. I can't pretend I'm a good person. But Moon had every reason to despise me. And well, so do you if you feel the same way.
Don't be ridiculous, you old codger.
Is that not what you wanted me to say? Oh, I've dreamt of that place many times after leaving the desert. Sometimes I dreamed that I was doing a search with them again. And other times, I dream of the day they saved my life. Oh, it was one of the happiest times of my life. We all learned so much from one another. You've matured so much over the years, I know.
Since you're my professor, I should save you some face by not calling you out on all the non-answers you just gave. So, I will do the right thing and keep my mouth shut.
Good thinking. Take your own advice next time. Seriously, why bully an old man like me? I thought heroes were supposed to be gracious. Hey, wait, how did I not notice this one earlier?
Lisa strikes again. Just how many did she take?
Look how cute you were when you were little. I remember how well-mannered you were back then, too.
Yeah, and look how serious and professional you used to be.
Oh, I can't compete with you anymore. First you get better than me at the deadpan jokes, and now you're besting me at those little quips too.
Don't say that. I still have a lot of respect for you.
Huh, that's more like it. Hey, what would you say to meeting up with Lisa again sometime?
I'd like that. Let's find a time and pay her a visit in Mondstadt.
All right, I'll add it to my schedule. Let's go next week. Wait, no. Next week is the tomato growing competition. I have got to beat Zaha Hadid.
Or you could find a real hobby, Professor.